Welcome to the RSVP Northern Virginia podcast, where each week we'll take a look at some of the outstanding volunteer opportunities available to seniors in our area. I'm your host, Rob Payne, an outreach assistant with RSVP. Hello, this is Rob Payne with RSVP, and welcome to our second RSVP podcast. Today we have with us Nadia Hoonan, Program Manager of RSVP, and Carly Hubicki, the Volunteer Specialist RSVP. Welcome, Nadia and Carly.
Thanks,
you.
Rob.
Thanks. Today we'd like to give people a better idea what the onboarding orientation process is, the required onboarding orientation process is to become an RSVP volunteer. And I guess the first question that people would like to know is, what should we expect at a RSVP orientation?
So an RSVP orientation typically lasts about an hour or so. We do have a small service project included as well to kind of get you a little taste of volunteering right away. But the orientations are set up with the intention to kind of brief you on the whole process of getting involved with our program, a little bit of history about RSVP so you can kind of have that full scope as well. A couple of the opportunities are listed on there to give you more array of those, of what it is that we offer. And just to get you ready in through the door and ready to volunteer, as well as, again, giving you those next steps when it comes to volunteering. So after the orientation, you typically have a one-on-one interview, and then you get started volunteering.
What's the purpose of the interview?
So the purpose of the interview is so that we can get to know you much more in detail. So for example, get to know your schedule, what it is that you're looking for. If you have any specific skills or interests that you'd really like to translate over to your volunteering opportunities, the interview is a really great way to highlight all of that. So that we can be just better able to connect you with opportunities that align with what you're looking for.
Great. Do I need to bring anything, or does someone come into an orientation need to bring anything with them?
Yes, so we do ask that to the orientation you do bring a driver's license or some sort of government ID, because we do, since we are excuse me, a federally funded program, we do need to verify you and your age. So if you could bring that would be great, as well as a car insurance card, because we do supply supplemental insurance to all of our volunteers while they're volunteering. So we just need to make sure that they are covered by the minimum state car insurance.
And if I don't drive, then I don't...
Correct. If you don't drive, we won't need to see any sort of car insurance.
Okay, great. And I think you mentioned, but just because I know this is an important point, the whole idea of verifying your age and your insurance, just say one more time, why is that so important?
Yes, so for our program, since we are a federally funded program, we do need to do that, and just to make sure our program is meeting the requirements that is laid out for us.
Excellent. So I've attended the orientation. What I've done with that, I've given you all my information, so you know that I'm 55 or older. What is the next step in the process after I've attended an orientation?
So like Nadia said, we do a one-on-one interview with all of our volunteers. So I always reach out to all the volunteers after the orientation via email and set up a time with them that we can chat for about 15 minutes on the phone. And so that's just for me to get a better idea of what you're looking to do as far as a volunteer opportunity, the mission area, the location, and the frequency, just so I can match you up with what's the best fit for you.
And just to give listeners a general idea, how big of an area are we talking about when we talk about RSVP Northern Virginia? What does that encompass?
Yeah, great. We encompass all of Fairfax County, Arlington, and Alexandria. So we have opportunities all over those areas.
Excellent. And then once I've gone through the screening and I've attended the orientation, how quickly can I start volunteering?
So once all of that is taken care of, you should expect to start volunteering almost right away. It really depends on the opportunities that you're looking for, because after Carly has that one-on-one interview with you, she'll send you a list of opportunities and you kind of get to pick and choose which ones you want to move forward with. So we'll get you referred to that organization right away and get you started volunteering. So sometimes, depending on the volunteer opportunity, you'll require much more training with that specific organization. So the length of that time frame really depends, but typically it happens almost immediately.
Great, wonderful. Well, I think that about wraps it up. I think thanks for giving everybody a better idea exactly what the process is for becoming a volunteer with RSVP. And until next time, thank you, Carly and Nadia. This has been the RSVP podcast. And remember, we are still holding our contest to name the podcast. So Carly, just to mention something, could you, if somebody wants to contact you with a question or just interested about volunteer opportunities, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, great. So you can either email me or call me. So my email is chubicki, so that's CHUB as in boy, ICKI @volunteerfairfax.org, or you can call me at 703-403-5360.
Excellent. Great. Well, thank you again. And until next time, this is Rob and Nadia and Carly for RSVP. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us today on the podcast. Be sure to join us every Wednesday for a new edition of the RSVP Northern Virginia podcast. For more information on RSVP Northern Virginia, to learn about some of our upcoming volunteer opportunities, please visit our website at www.rsvpnova.org. On behalf of Nadia Hoonan and Carly Hubicki, thank you again for joining us. And remember, RSVP Northern Virginia, matching great volunteers with great opportunities.